Hello and welcome to the fifth installment of Just the Evidence. Today we're going to be examining the evidence from the Eldridge in Lawrence, Kansas. This was the very last investigation that I did in the summer of 2020, and it was kind of the final chapter of the BS Paranormal Haunted Road Trip. There are, I want to say, about 6 pieces of evidence that we considered significant enough to post on the show, and we're going to go over those really quickly. The first piece of evidence is an orb. And again, I do the air quotes around orb because it's, well, judge for yourself. The orb is what I think to be a glare. However, we have made it clear multiple times that we don't believe in orbs and we don't really have a good reason to. So if you believe that we should take these more seriously, let us know in the comments below. The next piece of evidence is um, an audio clip. In fact, most of the evidence I got from the Eldridge was audio clips. So this audio is me in the Big Six room, and the audio from here is me walking, and you can hear my footsteps, but there's like another knock. And it's very faint on the audio, but I heard it clearly when I was in the room. It still is present on the audio, so it kind of substantiates that I'm not just hearing things. It is present on the audio. Um, and it not only picked up on my camera, but it picked up on the audio recorder as well. So I'll let you take a listen to that right now.
Was that you? Were you trying to knock? Was that you?
And there you have it. Let us know what you think about that below. Do you think that it could have been something from upstairs or another room? I can say I was in the basement and I was down there by myself for the majority of the evening. The one time I did run into somebody, it's much later and it is on camera. So let us know what you think. The next piece of audio is while I was investigating the spooky chair in the winding gothic stairway in the basement. I was actually leaving that area and I stopped by a maintenance closet and you can hear a squeak. I did not hear it with my ears. It's like a squeal, a squeak, maybe even a soft cry. Um, we picked it up upon review. Again, I didn't hear this in real time, so I don't know what it could be. Let us know what you think.
Anything in here? Are you one of the people who helps out the staff, helps keep things organized here? Is there a job you need me to do?
So the next two pieces of evidence are kind of together in the same audio clip. So I'm doing an EVP session in my room. I have the IR camera going facing the bed, and I'm just kind of walking around with my phone and the audio recorder in my hand. I was staying in room 506, which is one of the most haunted rooms on the 5th floor from what I understand. And as I was doing this, I was trying to make whatever was in the room comfortable with me. So as I'm talking into the air, I get a couple of responses. At least what we agreed was interesting enough to be deemed a response. And here are those clips. coming out and showing yourself to me. Making you comfortable coming out and showing yourself to me. Say something, make a noise, touch me. I'm a pretty friendly guy. Do you think that that audio was actually something responding to me, or do you think that it was just something we were imagining upon reviewing the evidence? The next piece of audio is a pretty long one, and it does get really loud at the beginning because I have a alarm going off. So you might want to crank down the volume, especially if you're listening on headphones. Um, and it's interesting because setting up context for this one, I decided to go to bed around 11:30 or midnight. And I was going to wake up at 2 a.m. to do more investigation because I was told that that's a really big hour. But I was exhausted, and the reality was is I didn't get back up. I had audio going, and I had a camera facing my bed. This audio is from the recorder that I had on the counter. And yeah, no, it's really interesting what I caught. When I woke up after the alarm went off, I did hear a large, or not a large, but a loud exhale. It was like, that's what I heard. I heard. Now, my assumption at the time was, I think the people in the room next to mine were probably getting kind of loud in there, if you know what I mean. But upon listening to the audio back, you can hear two phrases just kind of come out of the air, and it's either "get up" or "get out" said twice. So I'll let you listen to it and see what you think. And that's really all of the audio evidence. Again, I don't know if that last one was saying "get up," "get out," or what have you, but it does sound like there is a voice there. And again, it could have been someone next door, and because the recorder was closer to that area, maybe it picked it up, whereas I didn't hear it and I just heard the exhale. Like, I heard like part of a voice from next door, but the audio recorder got the whole thing. Um, or it could have been paranormal. I tend to lean toward the more logical side, but of course I do. Um, in this final clip, it's the only video evidence that we have of something. We had pictures across the season. We had a lot of audio, so much audio. We really didn't get anything on thermal at all. And video just, like, we were expecting maybe a shadow, a twinge. Hotel de Funiac did produce possibly some video, but it wasn't like this. And so we're going to show you this clip. It's going to repeat itself 3 times over, so you can kind of see it for yourself, and take your time with it a little bit. And then I'll come back and give you my take on it. So, what I think is it was likely a piece of debris, but the one thing that kind of gets me is above the string area, you see two little dots. They're there, and then they disappear. If it was a piece of debris that was kind of like together, the debris should have stayed together. Like, I don't know why two reflecting bits would just vanish quicker than the larger part and why it would move in that way. And, like, typically a piece of debris would change shape as it moves. It would, like, the resistance against should form it more like a torpedo over time, and it just kind of stayed spread out. So I've kind of been scratching my beard over this one, thinking, okay, well, it's probably debris. But it's interesting enough and it's curious enough to put it forward to the audience and let you all decide what you think it could be. So, if you think I caught an actual apparition at the Eldridge in this shot, leave a comment below and shout out to the Eldridge for letting me come in and do an investigation there. And it was an awesome experience. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and we'll see you on the next Just the Evidence.
Here's the door.